Hi guys, welcome back, welcome in, welcome to the Sunday Reset. We're going to tap in and see what Spirit wants us to focus on this week, where we need to possibly refocus. Maybe you've gotten a little off track, just lost your focus. So we're going to see what Spirit wants us to focus on this week. We're going to do a few tarot cards. I might clarify with another tarot deck, and then we're going to do some oracle as well. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Spirit, speak to me and through me. Where do we need to focus our energy this week? Where is the collective, whoever is drawn to this reading, those who need this message, where do we need to focus our energy this week? One card for now, please, Spirit. Where do we need to focus our energy? Thank you. I'm going to take the first one that fell, which was this one. The Tower. You're right. It did come out in reverse, so I'm going to take it in reverse. I don't typically, but that was very clearly in reverse. And Spirit wants you to focus on this already. This has already happened. So take your focus from the event and refocus on the rebuilding that needs to happen afterwards. Because this situation, these types of moments, only come when they need to, when they have to. There's literally no other option. Spirit's been trying to lead you a different direction for some time because this is unstable. The more energy and effort that you put into this, the more that you're going to lose. The higher you build this tower, the further it's going to fall. Spirit's been trying to move you gracefully out of this situation, but maybe you've ignored some signs, some signals, whatever along the way. You could have heard them loud and clear, but chose, like, I know I need to stick this through. Like, I put too much time, energy, and effort into this. I have to see it through. I can't just walk away. And Spirit's like, yes, but it's not meant for you. You're meant for so much more. This is unstable. It's not practical. It's not built to last. So now that it's fallen and now that it's over with, what are you going to build afterwards? What's your future going to look like? What foundation are you building now? Because it needs to be solid and it needs to be stable, or this is just going to keep happening. This pattern is going to keep repeating itself until you acknowledge it and choose differently. This is all about building the solid foundations that are going to last you a really long time, that are going to bring you success, financial stability, home. This is home stability, literally just your entire life. And maybe that's what feels like has crumbled recently, your entire life. This could be things like getting fired, let go, evicted, just life altering things that feel really detrimental in the moment, but looking back on it, it's going to feel like a moment that changed your trajectory because you needed to move yourself out of this situation. You're not meant to be in it anymore. And the longer you stay, the more detrimental it's going to be to you, specifically to your health, is what I'm getting. You could literally kill yourself trying to keep yourself in situations that Spirit's trying to move you out of, move you away from. Your ancestors, guides, whatever label you want to put on it, God, the universe, the label does not matter. It's all the same thing. Yeah, they're trying to get you to move. And now it's time, now that this has happened, if you don't have another option. Like, if you've been wanting more, say you know that you've been needing to leave a job because you want X, Y, and Z, and it's just not providing that. But you're staying because it's silly to quit a job before you have another one, right? So you're not moving maybe as quickly as you need to, and then something happens where you get fired. So it's like, okay, well, I don't really have a choice now, do I? It's time for me to move on. And it's time for you to move on to something, again, that's really well thought out, that's planned out, that makes sense. That makes sense for you. This is not putting yourself back in this, right? It's recognizing these patterns and, okay, so maybe I don't freak out and rush into another thing that's not exactly, it's settling, essentially, is what that would be. Getting fired from a job and then turning around and immediately panicking and just taking the next thing that's offered to you, instead of taking a moment to maybe, is this an opportunity? Is this an opening for me to pour into myself, like I've been wanting to take a risk on myself? It feels like you have business plans, you have ideas, you could have like a literal like business plan that spirit wants you to focus on this week. If you don't have one, if you have if you have an idea for a business, start writing out the plan, the step by step, the details of it. High level details, high level overview, and then a really detailed, if this is just for your own personal self, so you can get like the vision, so you can hold the vision and work towards it, do that too. Victory. Victory and success are assured. With a little bit of planning, with a little bit of foresight, you can have everything that you've been wanting, that you've been maybe daydreaming about. You could go to work every day and dream about a life that isn't lived on someone else's clock, that isn't built around someone else's dream, that's built around your own dream, your own personal successes, being celebrated versus just like tolerated and just another cog in a machine. You want to be appreciated, you want to be recognized even, and you will be. Again, with a little bit of foresight and a little bit of planning, you'll get there a lot quicker than you think. You're doubling. You're going from the 3 to the 6. So you're not skipping a lot of steps in a bad way, but you're like, it's like progress, leaps and bounds, tripling, doubling, taking the steps 2 at a time versus 1, right? And pausing on each step. It's like you're shooting up them instead. Door opportunities are waiting for you. In chair filled, someone new is entering your life. Wait, oh my gosh, that is a lot. Way too many. Let's see. Oh my god. Give me these. Okay. Now these. Okay, let's try that again. Just a few, Spirit, please. Not an overwhelming amount. Just a few. Okay. I mean, please. What else is here, Spirit? What else do we need to focus on this week? Our assured victory, our plans for the future. Leaving these moments, if this is a breakup, it could be fully leaving it in the past, not holding on to it, not holding out hope. Maybe this will come back together. Maybe I can, whatever, get that job back, or I don't know. All right, we'll go ahead and take these. Older man came out, weeping willow, family sorrow, older man. You could be losing an older man in your life. Father figure, grandfather. Haystack, karma, you will reap what you sow. Financial pinch, oh my God. Triumph over troubles and obstacles here with eagle. And then we have hand, in need of help and assistance and guidance. In need of help, assistance, and guide, all of them. All of them. A temporary situation. Okay. This could be someone needing to move in with you temporarily, needing you to care for them in their final days, in their final years, whatever it is. It feels like someone could need your help because they are elderly. They recognize that they can't drive anymore. They can't get themselves around them. Maybe they can't live on their own anymore, is what this is kind of feeling like. It is temporary though. Hat. You will be playing a different role. Desk. Pay attention to your work. Okay, well, the good news is opportunities are waiting for you and victory is guaranteed here. We have 2 6s I just noticed. 6, 6, and 3. 6, 3, 6. Pale. All right, let's get some Seasons of the Witch. Just 1 or 2. What else is here? What else is here, Spirit, for this collective that is drawn to this reading? Those that you have brought here that need this message. What else is here for them? Just 1 or 2 cards, please, Spirit. If you are in a financial pinch because you're taking on a house guest, it is temporary. It is temporary. This many roles. You could be having to play the role of nurse, mother, daughter, wife, husband, whatever, all of the roles. Coworker, friend, therapist, boss, CEO, like a lot of different roles. You could be taking on a lot this week, I'm not gonna lie. Feels like you're leaving a lot, but there's more coming in. Dark Moon. In the dark your heart lives, new breath waiting for you to release its ghost. And then on the bottom of the deck we have Rebirth, very Phoenix energy. We will read about that card in just a second. Let's get a Citadel. Okay, thank you. The Hound, loyalty, chains, promises. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Brawler, lack of empathy and confrontation. This person, excuse me, this person that you could be, what the hell is happening to my voice? This person that you are taking on could be dealing with like brain issues that trigger them really easily, make them very quick to react, angered very easily. Maybe like tantrums, like toddler tantrums. All right. What else is here, Spirit? What else is here? Thank you. Clouds. Okay. I'm going to read the keywords about clouds because clouds to me is like someone trying to intentionally deter you, trying to get in your way, trying to make obstacles for you. But I don't know if that's its intended because I don't get it often enough. So we're going to read about that one. Ooh. What's these? Oh my God. Okay. Coffin. And then we have similar imagery. Actually, I believe this is the after. Like this is when she goes into her dead state and she's like that until I guess someone who doesn't, a stranger like loves her enough to, I don't know, true love's kiss, but it's a literal complete stranger that's kissing a corpse in the woods. I don't, it seems weird, but this is the happily ever after on the bottom of the deck. So that there's a silver lining. No matter what obstacles, no matter what losses, no matter who's exiting your life, who's coming into your life, feels like very big transitions are happening this week. But they're positive. The silver lining is that all roads lead to success. All roads lead to stability. All roads lead to you being stable. So that's the good news. What deck was I going to use? I was about to pick another one up. What, Findy girl? I'm actually going to read about clouds, at least the keywords. I don't know if I'm going to read the whole thing. depression, confusion, sadness. Oh, goodness. That's not... A young girl must go on a prince-finding journey in the Norwegian tale East o' the Sun, West o' the Moon. In this beast of a tale, the young beauty goes off to live with... Oh, fuck. Why would you do that to me? I broke the spine of this almost immediately after I got it, and I've had it for years now, so just randomly plops out. Goes off to live with a polar bear. What? Why? Why? She misses her family, so the polar bear allows her to go home with the warning that her mother will try to confuse her. He says if she lets her mother speak to her one-on-one, that their happy life will come to a terrible end. Even with the warning, she succumbs to her mother. As he predicted, she lets the mother's words confuse her. Her actions bring bad luck to her and the bear prince. Oh. Eventually, there is a happy ending, but this is a tale of sadness that can transpire when confusion clouds your mind. This card highlights things that can go wrong. Where the clouds show up, gloomy thoughts shroud a situation. Findy, can you get out of there, please? That's clean laundry. Do you want out? Yeah? You want to go out? Okay, come on. Come on. Do you want to go out of the room or not? She did, in fact, want to go out of the room. Okay. My God. Okay. Where the clouds show up, gloomy thoughts shroud the situation. You should pay attention to the two sides of the cloud. The dark side shows the negative, and the light side can point you to a brighter path. Okay, well, our bright side, I guess, is pointing to the Three of Wands. So planning for your future and not deterring from it. What's behind it? The tower. Yeah, fuck that tower. We're moving on from it. We're not putting our focus there anymore. What do they say? Worry is a prayer for the things that you don't want. So please stop thinking about it. All right, card number 13 from the Shawan, Seasons of the Witch Oracle deck. Dark Moon, new beginnings, letting go. Yes, absolutely. In the mystical world, the dark moon is a time of setting intentions and welcoming new beginnings. It is the beginning of the moon cycle and represents a chance to start fresh with a new and renewed energy. The dark moon is like the last stretch of darkness before the rise of the dawn, or, in this case, the moon. It represents hope, better days to come, and easier roads to travel. This period supports visualizing and is a great time to expand your mind. Use this time to dream without thinking about limitations of life. What do you want to create in your life? What goals do you want to manifest? Think big. The bigger, the better. Think as if you had a magic wand that would grant you your every wish, no matter the cost or energy required. If you are holding the Dark Moon card, know that there is always a chance to start again. Your situation may seem like the end of the road, but it is not, especially for those who know the power of spirit. You must have hope, even when things seem too hard to bear. There is always a new moon just a few weeks away, and there will always be a new opportunity waiting for you as well. It may not come as quickly as you would like, but hope is a powerful force and will set things in motion for you. So we're going to focus on replacing our worry and our doubt with faith in knowing. The knowing that there is always going to be a new start available to us. The knowing that no matter how many times we go through a tower moment, our future, what we hold in our vortex, the vision that we hold for ourselves will always be there. That is the one constant, and you can achieve it. Again, victory, success, opportunity is assured for you here. Ouch. All right, let's read about the Hound. Loyalty, chains, promises. What the fuck? Oh, it's Ash from my Palo Santo. I was like, what is falling out of this book? All right. Let's see. The Hound. What page is that on? $38. Card number 38. The hound paces, awaiting orders. In swearing their loyalty to another, they have learned their place in the world and what is most important to them. But they have lost their freedom. The hound's devotion comes from a deep love, blinding them to life beyond the person they are sworn to. They have found security. Oh, that is a beast on there. I didn't even notice it on the card. A hound. I don't know why I said beast. What the fuck? Huh. I saw it here, but it's the same imagery. Anyway, they have found security in knowing where their next meal comes from, but some part of them still yearns for the wild. Promises are not made lightly, and you may be starting to realize that an agreement you made has come with more restrictions than you thought. Keeping your word is important, but don't let yourself be taken advantage of. It is not too late to decide that it is not too late to decide that a relationship, agreement, or situation no longer benefits you. Don't hold on to ties out of a misguided sense of loyalty or lost time. Sometimes the best path of action is to break free and start again. That's literally what we are talking about. Yes, it's time to break free and start again. I feel like the steps have already been taken, whether willingly or unwillingly. Now it's the getting over part, the moving on part, and the starting fresh, not repeating the cycles. Okay, have faith that you can do this, you can succeed, you have literally everything in you, everything it takes to be successful and move forward. It's gonna be an amazing week. October is off to an incredible start. I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.